Week 10 of the high school football season features two teams with two very different streaks. The Shawnee Indians come into this game having lost 6 straight, and they will host the Wapakoneta Redskins, winners of 7 in a row. That ball game is for you next on Game Face Ohio.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home, building, and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Shawnee High School Stadium, where tonight the Shawnee Indians come into this ballgame with a 2-7 record, hosting the Wapakoneta Redskins, who are 8-1, and a WBL matchup. I'm Dan Hirn, along with Mike Reams, and Mike, a ballgame that, as we mentioned, has a couple of streaks coming into this game. One that the Redskins would like to continue, and one that the Indians would like to end.
Absolutely. I think we do have two physically actually well-matched teams up front. They both have good size, and both of them are definitely going to be on the ground tonight running the football, and that's definitely going to be their strong point. Head coach Steve Owen and his Indians are coming off a 21-14 loss at Defiance. They had an interception late in that ball game in the end zone with like 6:47 left in the game, and that deflated that team. The Bulldogs were able to hold on to the ball the rest of the way and send them to their 6th straight loss. This is an offense, as you mentioned, that is predicated on the ground, and they're led by Mr. Heights. Absolutely, and you know, on the other side of that, Walpock is carrying another 2 really good running backs in Smirgy and Keaton Metz, right? Keaton Metz, that's right. And that's 3 of the top 5 rushers in the league right now. We're looking at the Shawnee offense, a tailback former quarterback who moved into the ball carrier position after an injury earlier in the season from Angelo Fox, who has actually accumulated 400 and some yards in just the first 4 games. So he has some big shoes to fill, but he's definitely able to carry the rock for the Shawnee Indians, and we'll just see what he can do against the Redskin defense. Right, Griffin Heights is a sophomore who, as you said, was their starting quarterback, moved back into the tailback spot and gave way to Colin Rambin, who takes over, also a sophomore. So there's a lot of experience in front of those guys on the offensive line, and an all-senior, 4 seniors and 1 junior on that offensive line, but the skill positions not nearly as experienced. And I'm sure Coach Owen is excited about that, as far as being able to work with these skill guys and being able to see them all come back for another 2014 football season. But yeah, he's going to have some shoes to fill up front. For the Walpock offense, again, led by the run, and their leading rusher, Zach Schmerke. Yeah, he's tops in the league. He has well past the 1,000-yard mark, and I think he's definitely going to, if there was a true rushing title in WBL, Schmerke would be the man this year. The offense will also be helped by the return of their starting quarterback, Cody Morgan, and tight end Jared Smith, who are back in this ball game after some missing some time with injuries. Yeah, Coach Fry's got to be excited about that. Have all the weapons back from a offense that's already found its groove, Keaton Metz has definitely filled in some spots that he's been electrifying. So yeah, it's nice to have the game caller back with the quarterback, as well as a big target in their tight end. Keaton Metz has been very dynamic. In their last week's ball game, Coach Fry had a 61-20 win over Van Wert, and Metz was involved in 4 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 through the air. He has caught 7 touchdown passes, far and away the leading receiver for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Very dynamic player he is. 11 touchdowns in the last 3 ball games.
Connor Bianco has it teed up. He will put the foot into it. 3 return men back for the Redskins. It'll be fielded in the middle of the field, up across the 25. Strong return near midfield into Indians territory and going all the way to the end zone for a touchdown on the opening kickoff is Cameron Locke.
I tell you, that was Cameron caught that ball, and as he was moving down the field, he definitely found a lane, and he wasn't going to be denied. I mean, he ran right through some tackles, and no one was going to touch him.
A fast start for the Redskins. Huffman will be out to hold this one. Heingardner tops in the WBL in kicking scoring yards after the 95-yard kickoff return by Locke.
And Coach Rice said special teams was definitely going to be an important part of the game as far as getting the field position, and they definitely changed the field position very quickly that time.
Snap is there, the hold is down, and Heingardner puts it through. 11:46 to go first quarter, and the Redskins strike early. They lead 7-0. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Welcome back to Shawnee High School here in Lima, Ohio, where the Redskins have jumped out to an early 7-0 lead following a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening kickoff by Cameron Locke. Mike, we'll get to the keys to the game here in just a second, but the special teams, as you said, it was something that Doug Fry thought would be important in this ball game.
He has always stressed the special teams aspect of the game, and he definitely wants to be able to control that and take that into the playoffs this year.
Solid return for the Indians to start. They'll get their first possession as we take a look at the starters for the Shawnee offense, starting with their quarterback, sophomore Colin Rambin. They have a good look at their offensive line, and we talked about their size. They have good size on the offensive line as well as a lot of upperclassmen. Rambin will work out of the shotgun. He puts a man in motion across the backfield. He is back to pass. Getting some pressure, he fires it upfield, and it's incomplete.
Well, if I don't know the early touchdown changed their play calling, but we had thought we'd come out and see them stay on the ground tonight and maybe see what they can do against that offensive or the defensive front line of Wapak.
There's the rest of the skill players for this Shawnee offense. They have not had a lot of success throwing the ball so far this year. They're a -2 in turnover margin overall. They've thrown 2 touchdown passes to 11 interceptions offensively. Rambin with the carry, he keeps it himself, gets back to the line of scrimmage, not much more.
Yeah, definitely not much there. Again, it's going to be size against size with the Wapak's defensive line, which is up on the screen right now. Again, you can see 200-pounders against 200-pounders, and it's going to be a battle in the trenches. I still believe that.
There's your linebacking core.
Again, Zach Smergy getting a lot of his recognition on the offensive side, but definitely making some tackles on the defense.
Rambin out of the shotgun, puts a man in motion across the backfield to the far side. And some motion at the line of scrimmage. We'll see which way that goes. Looks like the Redskins came across. There's your defensive backfield. We're not certain whether Cody Morgan would be out there defensively or not, but he is on the field, so he will take over for Keaton Metz in that defensive backfield. Jones in motion across the backfield as Rambin takes the shotgun snap. Fires it out to the right where it's caught and then dropped. Cody Rollins the intended target, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, both teams substitute for their punt return and punt teams. Yeah, with Cody Morgan's injury, they had an opportunity to get some other guys in there, get some defense.
There you see the keys for Wapak, and you can check number 2 off the list. That's been taken care of.
Yep, and they have definitely been the fortunate recipients of a lot of turnovers this year. Plus 21, I believe Wapak is on the season, and anytime you're plus 20 or better, you're definitely winning some ball games.
Well, we talked about Shawnee's propensity to throw it to the other team. The Redskins, 11 touchdown passes to 1 interception so far on the year. So they haven't thrown the ball a lot, but when they've done it, they've been accurate.
Very efficient.
Metz made the catch on that return and slid down to the 38-yard line. There you see Shawnee's keys to victory.
Yeah, Coach Owen spoke this week as he was wanting to handle the defensive pressure from the Wapak front, slow down the Wapak running attack, as well as limit their turnovers. They were definitely recognized that they've had some follies that they need to clean up.
Schmergy off the left side. He picks up 12 yards on the first carry as a flag comes in toward the end of that play. And as you saw in the keys, slowing down that running game was number 2 on the list. That's going to be the most difficult one for Shawnee to accomplish.
Yeah, with a two-headed monster like a Schmergy and the Mets coming at you, size and speed, the defense for Shawnee is going to have to be able to cover sideline to sideline as well as be big up front.
Penalty goes against the Redskins, so that's going to back them up. Here's your starters for the Redskins. Cody Morgan at the helm again after missing a couple games due to an injury. There's your offensive line. Another group of guys that's experienced, and they obviously have some good size up front. And then there's your... Morgan will be under center, has one receiver to the right. Handoff, Metz coming to the near side of the field. He's got the 40. A flag comes down as he is hit and falls forward to the 45-yard line. We'll see what that flag is about.
Yeah, Wapak faithfuls have been seeing the Mets do that quite often. Get out to the outside edge, bounce it out, getting some good blocks from his wide receivers, but maybe too good this time.
Holding against the Redskins as you take a look at those skill guys. There you see Jared Smith back into the lineup, and again, a group of upperclassmen there. Moore going to bring the play in from the sideline. This is a Shawnee defense that has struggled this year. Their opponents averaging 324 yards a game as Schmergy bowls his way off the left side across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and long in the Shawnee defense, like you mentioned. Definitely doesn't want to allow them to get 3rd and short opportunities. They are 6th in the league for total defense right now. Better against the run than against the pass, so that should equal itself out against the Wapak running attack.
There you see their linebackers. Sophomore Heights, he's the only sophomore on that defense. Handoff to the right side. Looks like he's going to get up to the 44-yard line. And the defensive backfield there for Shawnee. Starters all brought to you by TSC. We talked about this Shawnee defense. They give up on average 119 yards rushing. They've allowed 15 rushing touchdowns this year. They can also give it up through the air, 205 yards on average through the air. That probably will not be the case tonight, however. Morgan rolling to the far side. He's got all kinds of pressure, and he's wrapped up and taken down back at the 31-yard line. That play obviously did not develop the way they were hoping, Mike.
Yeah, I believe that was number 2, Brandon Cole on the pressure there.
So that'll bring up a 4th down and 17. And the Redskins will be forced to kick it away. Locke puts the foot into it. Fair catch called for and made at the 39-yard. That ball came loose. We'll see if the Redskins may have covered that one.
They are pointing their direction. Let's see what the referee says.
Their flag came in on the far side of the field as well. And it is Redskin ball. See what the flag is about. Return man called for a fair catch, then just couldn't handle it.
One of the Redskins coverage guys was Johnny on the spot there and was able to drop on it.
And then a personal foul against Shawnee will put the Redskins deep in Indian territory.
Not the start that Coach Owen had scripted for him. Yeah, with some turnovers already, a long touchdown on kickoff, and untimely penalties.
Well, and for this defense, they came up with the big sack, they forced the punt, and now right back out there again. Not what they were hoping for.
If they can do it again, they could maybe spark something for the Shawnee offense.
Here's the handoff. Metz finds the corner. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. So that was a quick response by the Redskin offense as they got a second opportunity with the ball after the muffed kick.
Barely had time to catch their breath after the muff kick, and you know, maybe expecting a big body Schmergy to come up the middle, but Metz gets him on the corner, runs for daylight, and gets to the corner of the end zone untouched.
4 touchdowns last week. Metz gets into the end zone for the first time tonight. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Heingardner has been automatic this year. 7:56 left first quarter. The Redskins open up a 2-touchdown lead here in Lima. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Combine internet, telephone, and cable, and what do you get? Big savings. That's right. With TSC's bundling package, Emerge, you can combine your high-speed internet, telephone, and cable and save lots of money. Watch the convenience emerge, watch the great service emerge, and watch your savings emerge. So call today and bundle all of your services with the local company you know and trust, TSC.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Well, the Redskins have been striking fast here in this first quarter. They lead 14-0 over the Indians. They opened the game with a 95-yard kickoff return. And then after a fumble by the Indians, struck on a one-play drive, got them into this end zone for the second time. Short return here for the Indians. They're going to start inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
I believe that was number 10, Justin Fulham, on the return, gets the ball out to the 20-yard line, and we'll see what, or 19-yard line, and see what the Shawnee offense can get lined up and get going.
The Indians offense struggled in their last possession, and they have struggled a little all year long. They average only 14 points a game. Man in motion across the backfield. That's Fulham going to the far side of the field. Short yards on first down. He ran a long way to get 3 yards.
Yeah, he was definitely stretching it out to the numbers, trying to get his shoulders turned so he can gain some positive yards upfield, and actually didn't do a bad job. It looks like he's gained about 5 yards on that.
Mike, so far, this is the second possession for the Indians. I don't believe we've seen Heights carry the ball yet.
No, I don't believe.
And just as I said, Heights goes off the left side. So up across the 25 to the 26-yard line. A third down coming up for Shawnee, but a manageable 4 or 5 yards.
Absolutely, and from the previous games, we're thinking that they're going to want to get their back some touches to get him in game mode here. And you know, he's probably averaging almost 100 yards a game the past few.
Well, it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 after the spot. Rambin got all kinds of pressure, looking for a corner, and he's going to be buried by 4 Redskins at the 24-yard line, and a 4th down coming up.
Again, a turnover on downs is not what the Shawnee was hoping for there. They're going to hopefully get their punting game in to get a change of field and get their defense back out there and get another stop like they did on the very first drive.
Mm-hmm. Interesting call on that one because they needed just 3 yards to get the 1st down, but it seemed like Rambin was pretty deep in the backfield before he started going forward.
Yeah.
4th and 5 now.
Low snap.
Kick by Rollins is away. It'll be fielded on a fair catch by Metz at the 45, so the Redskins will have fantastic field position again to start their next possession.
Again, it's going to be down to the guys in the trenches. That defensive line of Shawnee is going to have to be able to play big, play fast, get down the line, slow up this running attack of Wapak, and that way they're not getting first hit by a DB. Linebackers and D-line, the front 7 is going to have to get it done.
Handoff left side, and still on his feet after a spin is Schmergy. He's going to long run here, and he is going to get into the end zone.
My, oh my.
55 yards on the scamper by Zach Schmergy.
I guess he's seen everyone else having part of that end zone, and he wanted a piece of it himself. They caught the defensive line of Shawnee in some movement there. They were trying to get adjusted to the strengths, it looked like, and Schmergy hit that left side of his old line, and off to the races. Made a nice spin, broke the tackle, finished it in the end zone.
Huffman out there to hold for Heingardner. The extra point is up, and it is good. 5:40 to go first quarter, and it is getting ugly early for the Indians. They trail the Redskins 21-0. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Welcome back to Shawnee High School, where the Redskins are not treating their hosts very well. They're up by a score of 21-0. There you see Zach Schmergy on the sideline, recuperating after that 55-yard run. Kick is away, and the Indians return to the near side of the field, up across the 25, and brought down at the 29-yard line. That's Bianco. So
a very nice return there. Broke some tackles, was able to find himself out all the way to the 30-yard line. He's going to give that Shawnee offense fairly decent starting position and see if they can find their own end zone this quarter.
Well, the Redskins have held the ball for less than 3 minutes so far in this ball game, but they've managed 3 touchdowns so far. 2 scoring drives that total about 17 seconds will give you an edge. Here's Heights. He'll fall forward for about a yard off the right side.
Trying to step through a big mess there up front and kept his feet driving, but it was finally pulled down. I didn't see which Redskin was able to drag him down, but they're going to be tough up front.
Well, and this Indians offense needs to stay on the field for a little while to give these defensive guys.
Yeah, again, a chance to get them coached up a little bit on the sidelines, catch their breath.
Indians to this point have run 7 plays for a total of 7 yards. Rambin out to the right side, overthrows his intended receiver. He was looking to hook up with Rollins on the far side of the field, but no dice.
Again, this is a kid that was probably fighting for a starting position at the start of the year, but was given the second string position. But through injury and some adjustments, he's finding himself on the field for about the last half of the season. You know, he's only a sophomore, folks, but he does throw a nice ball, a little high there.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 9. Man in motion across the backfield. That's Jones. Rambin rolls out that way, fires to the far sideline, overthrows Jones' intended target at the 38-yard line, incomplete, and a 4th and 9 coming up.
Punt team substitutions happening on the field, going to line up again, trying to get that Wapak offense pinned deeper, so they got longer to go this time, but they're trying to get that Shawnee offensive passing attack going.
They are 0 for 4 so far in this ball game, throwing the ball. Rollins puts the foot into it. It'll be fielded at the 38 by Metz. He goes to the far side of the field. And he's going to go down as he gets up across the 45 to the 47, but a flag comes in at the end of that play.
And the location of that flag, you thinking maybe it was a hold on the return team, but we'll have to wait and see what the call is.
And it looks like that is the case. So that'll back them up to the 36-yard line, but still pretty good field position to start their next possession. And their last 2 drives have been 1 play each. So see if this Shawnee defense can slow them down at all.
Counter comes.
Yeah, not a lot there for the Redskin offense. In fact, the loss of a few.
Trying him with the counter there, and one of the Shawnee defenders stayed home and was able to drop, I believe it was Martin, for a 3 to 4 yard loss.
Play comes in from the sidelines. Ethan Good, the lone wideout on the near side of the field. Handoff, Schmergy to the right. He carries a couple of Indians up across the 35 to the 37-yard line. About a yard past the original line of scrimmage.
Shawnee defense swarming to the ball there, was able to get him after a few yards. It's going to put up a 3rd and long situation. Exactly what they're wanting to see. Maybe get themselves a chance to get off the field and get the offensive attack back on.
3rd down and 9 coming up. Quinn Lottridge lines up as a wide out to the near side of the field. Morgan rolling out that way. Gets a block upfield. He's going to take it himself. He's across the 45, picks up the 1st down at midfield, still on his feet, and he's finally wrestled down inside the 45-yard line at the 43.
That's good to see Morgan getting around the corner, tuck it and go. It's been a couple weeks since he's been on the field. I'm sure he was very excited to get back out here on Friday night underneath the lights.
Well, that's a big 3rd down conversion for the Redskins on a 3rd and 9. They pick up the 1st down on the 22-yard run by Morgan. Here's Schmergy off the left side. Still on his feet as he gets to the 35. He'll go down at about the 33. A pickup of 9 on 1st down.
I believe Schmergy was averaging about 6 yards a carry coming into the contest tonight. With his couple long runs already, he's above his season average.
And he showed some agility with that nice spin move on that 55-yard run. Big fella turned on a dime. Here's the handoff. Schmergy left side. Took a pretty good pop as he got to the first down marker, but he wins the battle and goes forward to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I believe that was number 75, Jason McCormick, putting a hit on Schmergy there. After watching Schmergy run a couple times, he does remind me of one of Coach Fry's former running backs. Actually, his son, Bo Fry, big physical back, was able to pound it, but also showed some ability to make some kids miss.
Morgan under center on a first down. He will fire it to the right side, looking for Lottridge, and off his hands at the 3-yard line. Lottridge pounding the turf over here on the near side after he wasn't able to haul that one in.
It was definitely a good pass and almost a great catch. You know what? That would have put him right down there at the goal line again.
Good coverage downfield by the Indians, but that was a well-thrown ball.
That will bring up 2nd and 10, and we'll see what Coach Fry and the offense dial up this time.
Morgan under center. He'll roll out to the near side again, gets some pressure as he fires that one, and it's caught. Down the near sideline is Metz, and he will get into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Again, he was able to come across the middle of the field, which should be a no-fly zone if there was a linebacker. I don't know if they sent them on a blitz, but there was nobody on the underneath coverage. Metz was able to turn up to the hash marks there and saw nothing but green grass.
Heingardner out to attempt the extra point. Hold is down, and he gets that one away. It's also good. 1:52 left first quarter, 28-0 in favor of the Redskins. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
This is man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. You'll never miss a second of your favorite program again because you can pause a show in one room and play it back in another, even while you're recording it. You watch different shows at the same time and pause, fast forward, and rewind from any set. You can even pause live TV. Man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. Just maybe not woman's greatest invention.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Indians with the return. And across the 21 to the 22-yard line is Bianco. And that's where the Indians will start their next possession. They have a hole to climb out of, trailing at 28-0.
Yeah, the offensive output tonight has been all on the Wapak side of it. From their two big playmakers, they have Schmergy and Metz just going after it.
Yep, Keaton Metz with a 24-yard touchdown run. Schmergy, not to be outdone, a 55-yard touchdown run of his own, and then Metz with a 30-yard connection on that last touchdown. This pass, nearly picked off on the far side of the field as Steineke got a hand on that one, but not able to come up with it.
And that might be why he does play defense, because if he would have hauled that one in, nothing was going to knock him out except for the goalpost.
Yep, he had room to run over there. So the Indians dodge a bullet there.
Defensive coordinator Coach Patterson over there on Walpock's sideline would definitely be letting his linebacker know about that one.
Lots of movement as the Indians get set here on a 2nd down and 10. Handoff, heights it. He's buried in the backfield. Schmergy got to him almost immediately after he took the handoff.
Again, Coach Shane Patterson dialed up an outside blitz there. Schmerge came off the edge untouched and was able to track down the Shawnee running back for a 3-yard loss.
So now a 3rd down and 13 for the Indians, and this offense has struggled all season long to score points. But they have not had a lot of positives here tonight. Hammond, he gets pressure. Screen set up as Heights takes the pass, but he's going to be stopped after a gain of a yard and another 4th down situation for the Indians.
Shawnee's definitely trying to keep the play calling even mix as far as from pass to run right now, but you know, a well-coached defense is a well-coached defense. They've had people getting pressure as well as sitting back on the pass, and there's no room for the Indians to get down the field.
Now this is the 2nd-ranked defense. We're talking about the Redskins, the 2nd-ranked defense in the WBL. They their opponents average only 282 yards a game. As Rollins gets the foot into it, and another fair catch by the Redskins, this time at their own 47-yard line as Henderson pulled that one in. They have allowed 13 rushing touchdowns so far this year. 8 through the air, but they've also intercepted 12 passes. So this defense can shut an offense down. Their opponents average just 17 points a game. Now, part of that is that this offense has really controlled the time of possession in most of their games.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Schmerge and Metz are back on the field again, and it's just
Morgan keeps it himself. He's going to be stopped for a loss back inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say it was going to be interesting to see which one was going to get the ball this time, but Morgan keeps it himself, and not much there for him. He dropped for a few-yard loss there.
That'll be the final play of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's the Redskins 28 and the Indians nothing. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
Well, 1 quarter play in the books, and it was dominated almost completely by the Wapakoneta Redskins. From the get-go, they returned the opening kickoff 95 yards for a touchdown in the hands of Cameron Locke. 24-yard touchdown run by Keaton Metz, a 55-yard touchdown run by Zach Schmerge, and a 30-yard touchdown pass from Morgan to Metz gives the Redskins a 28-0 lead. They have the ball to start this second quarter, and the pass off the hands of the intended receiver as Morgan could not connect with his tight end, Jared Smith, who just coming back off an injury, getting his first start in quite a few weeks here.
Yeah, Sean D. Defender was able to just get enough of a hand on that, on the tight end there, just to slow up his route, and off the fingertips goes the football.
Shawnee offense, to say they struggled in the first quarter is a bit of an understatement. 12 plays, 5 yards of offense generated by the by the Indians. And here's Schmerge. He goes off the right side, and he's going to get down inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line.
Big stiff arm gives him an extra 6 yards there, and again, Schmerge and Metz. I mean, it's a deadly combination.
So first down and 10 for the Redskins at the 26-yard line. And they're threatening to score again. 29 yards on that run by Schmerge. Here's Morgan. He keeps it himself. Off the left side, inside the 20 to the 15 to the 10, down to the 5 and down to the 3-yard line.
I don't believe that was a planned call, but as soon as he got around that corner, he saw something he liked. He tucked that ball and hit the Jets, and now he's inside the 5.
So a 22-yard run by Morgan, as you see here on the replay. And Metz off the right side will find the end zone for his 3rd touchdown tonight.
He is a TD factory right now. Touchdown making machine. And he comes into the league, or into tonight's game, at 2nd in the league in all-purpose yards, both on the over 500 and some yards on the ground and almost 500 yards reception. So he's definitely able to put the yards out.
Heingardner's extra point is up, and it is good. 11-13 left to go in the half, and the Redskins up by a score of 35-0. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think GA Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because GA Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, GA Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange GA Windsor & Son truck, think green.
11-13 remaining in the half, and the Redskins obviously in control of this one so far. They lead 35-0 as Heingardner puts the boot into it. It'll be fielded inside the 5 and shut down on the return at the 13-yard line. I believe that was Purcell. Nope, my mistake. Justin Fulham with the return.
Yeah, 15-yard line, not the starting position that they were wanting to see, but go ahead and get this offense going, and they'll take whoever, as long as they have the ball in their hands, there's anything is possible.
Well, Heights will be out there at the tailback spot. Rambin out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Fulham, who was in motion across the backfield, and he is spun down inside the 10-yard line at about the 8.
Yeah, there was nobody being fooled on that one. As soon as the ball was snapped, the defensive line was across the line waiting for that play to come right to him.
Fulham did a good job of not losing that ball.
Right. Well, the plus 21 turnover margin definitely tells you that these guys are ball hawks.
4 receivers set now. And I believe that was Schmerge that came up to the line, lost his footing, so comes across the line, and that penalty will help the Shawnee Indians get a little farther away from their own goal line there.
It looked like they were trying to dial up some outside pressure, and Schmerge was trying to guess the snap count, put on the brakes, and lost the traction.
So a 2nd down and 9 now after the penalty. Fulham in motion again. Here's Rambin out to pass on the near side. He will tuck it. Getting all kinds of heat. He goes down as he gets to the 20-yard line. Well, he had pressure coming from behind him, and then Locke came up to finish him off as he got to the 20.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and medium. Again, they need to get about 5 yards to get that first down, keep the chains moving, keep their defense on the sidelines, let them catch their breath. They have about 3 or 4 players playing both ways tonight, so almost a true two-platoon offense-defense.
Well, they are 0 for 4 on third down conversions so far tonight are the Indians. Man in motion. They fake the handoff, and Fulham is wrapped up and pulled down, but there's going to be a flag comes in there.
Yeah, when you see a head getting pulled back like that, you know there's definitely going to be a flag following on that.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a personal foul penalty against the Redskins. That'll push them up to the 26-yard line and enough for a first down for Shawnee. Well, that's an automatic first down on that penalty, so. Here's Heights. He gets the handoff to the left side.
He left.
And he lost the ball. It's still loose. Looks like Rambin dove on it back there near the 20-yard line. We'll see who comes out of the pile with it. Looks like the Indians will retain the ball.
I didn't see which Redskin got in there and made him lose the handle on that, but they definitely came popping out. It was a mad dash for the ball there for a while.
So that's going to bring up a second down and 14.
That was unfortunate because he had some positive yards on that, and probably a turnaround about 7 yards there, and it's going to put him in second and long.
Mike, that face mask penalty gave the Indians their first down of the night. So
I was wondering.
Yeah. Pressure again as the pass is away and tipped and incomplete. Schmergy on the coverage of Fulham, who was coming down the near side, and then he had help coming over with Metz as well to provide coverage. So a incompletion brings up a third down and long.
Week 10 football, there's been a lot of football played this year, and with two teams going in different directions, sometimes it just feels as if that ball will not bounce your way. And right now it seems like Shawnee is probably feeling that exact thing.
They have been completely shut down offensively. 16 plays on that last one, 1 yard of offense. This pass thrown over to the near side and intercepted by Cameron Locke at the Indians' 29-yard line. So Rambin trying to make something happen, forces that one in there, and another turnover. And the Redskins, who already are in control of this game, will start this possession at the 29-yard line of the Indians. There was a holding call on the play that was waved off. Here's a good look for you. There you see the pressure. And Locke came back and got that one. Almost looks like it hit the ground there, but. Anyway, the Redskins have the ball. 2 turnovers now for the Indians. Morgan fires it out left side, and that one couldn't haul it in. That was Huffman, I believe, on the receiving. Excuse me, no. That was Ethan Good who could not get the handle on that one.
That's one of the few mistakes Wapak has made tonight.
Now the Redskins have done a good job when they're throwing the ball to get that pass play in motion quickly. They haven't been a lot of. With the incompletion, Morgan now 1 for 4 on the night. He hands it off to Metz, who goes up the right side, and he is going to skate into the end zone untouched, number 4 for Keaton Metz on a 29-yard run.
There he is again, just punching out another touchdown. He is definitely, probably makes 15 in 4 games.
Yeah, I believe you're right. You can go 1 for 4 passing the ball when your one completion is a 30-yard touchdown pass, and the next play is a 29-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, both their backs have to be averaging over 10 yards a carry.
Now flags come down as this false start is going to go against the Redskins.
Getting the ball reset here, going for the point after.
Huffman. Hold is down, and the kick is up and good. Heingardner's only missed one extra point so far this year. That one a little farther away than normal. 8:48 left in the half, and the Redskins in control here in Lima. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Combine internet, telephone, and cable, and what do you get? Big savings. That's right. With TSC's bundling package, Emerge, you can combine your high-speed internet, telephone, and cable and save lots of money. Watch the convenience emerge, watch the great service emerge, and watch your savings emerge. So call today and bundle all of your services with the local company you know and trust, TSC.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Redskins with that last touchdown, a 29-yard run by Keaton Metz, completing a two-play 29-yard drive that covered 11 seconds. Gives the Redskins a 42-0 lead. Kick is away. Heingardner's kick will be fielded inside the 5. Fulham will bring it to the near side of the field, looking for a hole. He gets across the 20 to the 22-yard line, and that's where he's stopped short. And Mike, this is a Redskin offense that generally controls the ball, keeps it on the ground, and eats up a lot of time. So far, the time possession not in their favor.
No, because unfortunately they're scoring too fast. The Shawnee defense is just having a hard time closing down these holes, and Metz and Smirgy and Morgan, as a matter of fact, are doing anything they want.
The Redskins have had scoring drives of 7 seconds, 10 seconds, 54 seconds, and 11 seconds. Here's a pass over the middle, complete. Fulham still on his feet after he picks up a first down to the 39-yard line.
Very nice play call there. Got a nice zip. I mean, that's why you want to bounce back after throwing the pick, the previous pass. He just lines up there, follows through, zips the pass. And they got a new set of downs.
17 yards in the completion of the first down to the 39-yard line, the second first down of the night for the Indians. Zach Kaplan checks into the ball game as Heights exits. Rambin rolls out near side, and this pass, it looked like, I don't know whether a Redskin got a hand on that or if they bumped his arm, but it came out of there kind of wobbly and incomplete.
It very well could be, because there was plenty of pressure going on in the quarterback's face that time.
Well, he has had somebody chasing him down all night long.
And he's rolling left, rolling right, or dropping back.
And it's showing in his passing numbers now, 2 of 10 on the night.
Well, we knew they weren't a passing threat, but unfortunately, when you're down 45 or 42 points, your hands forced to get it through the air and try to make up some points.
That was Kaplan off the left side. Not a lot there, and a third down and long coming up. Be a long third down and 9 here.
The Indians are waiting for a play call from the sidelines. They're seeing what they're going to get called up this time.
Rambin will fake the handoff, rolls out near side, and his pass is intercepted on the near side of the field.
I believe that was Steineke?
Yeah, it was. He missed one earlier in the ball game. It wasn't going to happen to him again.
Wasn't able to keep his toes in bounds, or else he may have been erased down the sidelines for a defensive score.
Mm-hmm.
A little pick 6.
As it sits, the ball is going to be spotted at the 44-yard line. And again, the Redskins will start with possession inside Indians territory.
Coach Fry said special teams was going to be a big factor in the field position, but right now, I mean, they're not having much trouble getting the field position that they want.
This is their third possession that they've started inside Indians territory. Morgan out to the left side, caught by Locke. He's wrapped up after making the catch inside the 40 to the 37-yard line.
You're up 42 points and you're passing the football. Some people might think that's a little extreme, but, you know, possibly, you know, looking towards the playoffs and stuff, they may want to open up their playbook and try some things tonight. And passing not being their strong point is definitely something that they want to work on their timing, get Cody Morgan back into the game.
Metz lines up wide to the right, Lottridge wide to the left. They hand it off up the middle. And Cockrell with the carry inside the 35 to the 33-yard line.
So already we're starting to see some freshly white jerseys going out there, getting their contribution in for the night.
Martin checks out as Locke checks in. Huffman into the ball game as well as Lottridge goes to the sidelines. First down and 10. Morgan back to pass. He fires it out to the right side. That one going to be incomplete. He was looking to hook up with Metz on the far sidelines, but good coverage over there.
Yeah, as Morgan was setting up, looked like maybe his feet slid just a slight bit, and that may have changed his location of the ball just slightly. The receiver couldn't get underneath it.
Huffman into the ball game at the receiver spot, and there is Martin checking back in. Huffman lines up out here to the left. They fake, there's a handoff to Cockrell. He'll go up the middle of the field, still on his feet, inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And so far, it has not mattered who the Redskins hand the ball to. They've been able to get positive yards.
And it all starts up front. That offensive line of Wapak is definitely paving the way for these running backs to get through that line. A good backfield action by Morgan, gets the ball handed off, and 28 yards later, they're down inside right about the 5-yard line.
So first and goal for the Redskins. Martin, left side, he finds the corner and an end zone, but he has got a flag coming at him. We'll see what happens here. It's going to be holding against the Redskins, so that will take Martin's touchdown off the board. Martin has also added a nice wrinkle to that backfield. The way that these other backs complement Schmergy coming out of there. Metz is a speed guy to the corner. Martin also offers some of that speed.
Ball marked on the 17-yard line.
Referee's calling back in the huddle. Getting ready to reset something.
A little bit of confusion there.
Still first and goal to go on the 17-yard line.
The holding call. Wow. So the Redskins will come out first and goal at the 17-yard line. Under 6 minutes to play here. Morgan is back to pass. Getting some pressure, he scampers to the far side of the field, avoids one tackler, still on his feet, lobs it upfield, and it's caught over on the far sideline. I think that was Martin that made the catch. And it'll be up close to the 10-yard line. So like you said, Mike, when things are going well for you, they continue to go well. Right here, Morgan had a lot of heat, able to escape a couple of guys, and then shovel that one up to Martin. Good look at it there.
Yeah, it's probably not how they had it drew up, and I'm sure maybe Coach Fry is right now telling him, saying, make sure you're being smart. That's not forcing anything, but yeah, the result was good.
Pass to the right side. That one's going to be caught for a touchdown, but a big tight end, and I believe that was big number 88, Ethan Sanders.
they're starting to spread it around a little bit. And like I said, maybe they're trying to open up that playbook, get everybody involved. Yeah, number 88, Ethan Sanders is a junior. He's the one that's been filling in for the original starter, Jared Smith, number 86. Gets him in low action, gets him in the end zone.
Another extra point attempt up and good for Heingardner. 4:55 left in this first half, and the Redskins dominating 49-0. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
.55 left in our half. The Redskins with a 49-0 dominating performance here. Bianco mishandled the kick initially, able to scoop it up and fortunately able to get out to the 16-yard line. That did not start out the way he wanted it to. So the Indians will start out with bad field position again. This offense has struggled. They've got 2 first downs so far. They've totaled up 0 yards rushing on 10 attempts and just 18 yards passing on 2 of 11 passing, then to go along with 2 interceptions so far in this game. Rambin out to the near side, and it's caught and knocked out of bounds is Cody Rollins after making the reception up across the 25 to the 27.
Again, the Shawnee offense that has had its identity on the ground has been forced to go through the air tonight to get some first downs. And if they're going to try to get back in this ball game, they're going to have to be able to score and score often.
11 yards on that connection. Nearly doubled their passing yards so far. Not much up the middle of the field as Heights took the handoff and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He'll be knocked backwards for a loss of a couple. Back to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, as quickly as he hit the hole that time, he got hit and pushed right back into his own backfield.
We have not called his name very often tonight.
No, scoring quickly like that, definitely, like I said, he's going to take the ball out of his hands.
He's had 6 carries so far and a -1 yards. This pass out to the near side, intercepted by Henderson. He's still on his feet, fighting his way back toward the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 34. 3rd interception tonight for the Indians offense. And the Redskins, who came in at +21 in the turnover ratio, now have padded that number.
Yeah, they're the league leading with +21, and I'm not even for sure where it's at now, but they're doing everything. They're around the ball all the time.
Well, that's the 3rd turnover for the Indians. So, the 4th. They also had a fumble that they lost. So 3 interceptions and a fumble for this Redskin defense. And a timeout going to be taken by the Redskins with 3:44 left in the half. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
This is man's greatest invention, the whole house DVR from TSC. You'll never miss a second of your favorite program again because you can pause a show in one room and play it back in another, even while you're recording it. You watch different shows at the same time and pause, fast forward, and rewind from any set. You can even pause live TV. Man's greatest invention, the whole house DVR from TSC. Just maybe not woman's greatest invention.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back to live action here, and the Redskins with the ball leading by a score of 49-0, and Redskins have made some substitutions as they bring Aaron Huffman in at the quarterback spot. We also saw Court Miracle on that last carry. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 165. Huffman under center has one receiver to his right on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Miracle again on a carry. He's going to be stacked up in the backfield. A loss of a couple on the play back to the 35. We should remind you that we have events coming up, and this one at the Lima Civic Center, and it's a mixed martial arts event. The Iron Circle, Saturday, November 16th. The tickets are available. There's the phone number for you at the box office, and it should be a pretty exciting event. We were talking a little bit about some of the athletes that are going to be involved in this, and there's some bruisers lined up.
All shapes, all sizes. Come out there and have a good night of family entertainment.
Huffman lost the handle in the backfield. He's able to scoop it up, but a stop by the Indians back at the 40-yard line, so a 3rd down and long coming up for the Redskins. The Redskins right now have run 29 offensive plays, Mike. 277 yards of total offense so far. Now we could contrast that against what Shawnee's been able to do. They've run 24 plays for 27 yards. So that's a dominating defensive performance by the Redskins as they line up for just their 2nd punt tonight. Locke puts the foot into it at midfield. That one's going to hit. And they let it go, hoping it would go into the end zone. And there's not one thing that can go right for Shawnee tonight. That one dies at the 6.
Yeah, down there covering for Wapak was John Eaton. They can't get on the other side of the field. They can't get the ball to bounce their own way. They're definitely, it's at both ends of the spectrum tonight, folks.
Locke with a 33-yard boot there. 1:45 left in the half as the Indians offense back out onto the field. They are backed up against their own goal line here. And a handoff to Heights, and he's shut down inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. So you talked, Mike, at the beginning of this game about the battle in the trenches. There's a lot of meat up there between these two teams, but so far the Redskins have been winning that battle.
Yeah, I think it's, they've been, I don't know how many returning lettermen they have up front there, but they have definitely all year been solid up front. I mean, that's why they are, I believe, the #1 rushing defense in the WBL right now.
Rambin out to the near side, and a nice catch by Rollins as he's knocked out of bounds across the 10 at the 13-yard line. Still short of the 1st down, but a nice fingertip grab there. So now a 3rd down and 5 coming up. Another look at it here. And there you can see Rollins doing a great job to haul that one in.
Let me correct myself. Wapak is the #4 rushing defense in the WBL, but tonight they definitely look like the #1.
Handoff left side. And Heights with the carry up to the 15-yard line. Still going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down. And another punt situation for the Indians. They're backed up.
Substitutions being made.
And Rollins will back up. He's going to be near his own goal line there to punt this one away. Heights is back there in the backfield. He's been lining up back there all night long. Low snap, but Rollins gets the foot into it. It'll be fielded by Metz at the 45-yard line on the Indian side of the field. And the Redskins will start yet another possession in Shawnee territory.
Nice catch there by Metz. Had an Indian defender in his face. Was able to fill it cleanly. And like I said, we're on Indian territory, and the Redskins going to go work again.
Huffman brings him to the line of scrimmage. That's Pitts lined up wide to the right. And a handoff will go up the middle of the field. And I believe that was Cockrell with the carry. It was down to the 40-yard line. So see, the Redskins will probably let the remainder of this time tick away as we go to the locker room. Dominating performance by the Redskins in the first half. They go to the locker room leading 49-0. You are watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Welcome to TSC Touchdown Friday. Brought to you by TSC. GA Windsor. Owen Kitchen and Bath. Frost Roofing. And by the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Halftime here in Lima, where the Shawnee Indians hosting the Redskins here tonight, and it has been all Redskins in this ball game. They lead at the break 49-0. And I'm Dan Hirn along with Mike Reams. Mike, from beginning of the end to the end of that first half, the Redskins did everything that they wanted to do and more. The opening kickoff returned 95 yards for a touchdown. If they wanted to run to the left, they did that. If they wanted to run up the middle, they did that. So there's really not much that they didn't accomplish in the first half.
Yeah, the only thing that really slowed down Walpock tonight was themselves. I mean, maybe a couple penalties here and there. I think they punted twice in the first half.
Right.
You know, they have had control and basically total dominance this first entire half.
That's the opening kickoff return right there by Cameron Locke. He went 95 yards for a touchdown. And since then, this game has not been in doubt. The Redskins have handled it so far defensively. They've been pressuring their young quarterback, Colin Rambin, all night long. Their defense has really held down Shawnee's offense. There you see the spin move by Schmergy that let him into that 55-yard touchdown run. Taking a look at the statistics from the first half, Shawnee with 3 first downs. They held the ball for 13 minutes, Mike, but they were only able to muster 36 yards on 27 plays. So although they've won the time of possession battle, that wasn't time they spent very well.
No, not at all. I mean, you tried to say Coach Owen had a good game plan coming into this week. He knew what the keys to the game was going to be. He knew what they wanted to do. Fortunately, his young skilled players have not been able to find daylight. The battle of the trenches have gone towards Wapak. Size against size, Wapak size, big skill guys, they're winning up front.
Right. Redskins, 12 first downs, 227 yards on the ground, 282 yards total on 31 plays. Morgan, 4 of 8 passing. He's connected with Keaton Metz for a touchdown. Metz has also run for 3 touchdowns tonight, so he's been in the end zone 4 times. He's got a total of 57 yards on the ground. Schmergy with another outstanding night. There you see him walking across the field. 8 carries, 122 yards and a touchdown, and he came into the night's ball game leading the WBL in rushing, so he's going to finish tonight's ball game in that category as well, probably.
Yeah, Schmergy is definitely proved himself as a dominant back in the league. Metz, even though the yardage may not show it, he's got to be one. I think he's sitting 5th right now overall yards, but he's definitely one of the better skill players in this WBL.
And we talked about the number of touchdowns he's put together in the last few ball games. He had 4 touchdowns, or was involved in 4 touchdowns against OG, had 3 the following week, 4 more against Van Wert, and now 4 tonight. So he's really been contributing offensively.
That's just incredible. That's about the only way you can explain it. And obviously he's not doing it by himself. He's got good blockers up front. He's got good coaching. But when it comes down to it, he's the one with the rock. He doesn't put it on the ground. He finds the end zone.
Good return here by Fulham to start the second half for the Indians as he gets up across the 35 to the 39-yard line. And now we'll see if the Shawnee Indians offense can show some signs of life here in this second half. They were shut down completely in the opening 2 quarters. They ran the ball 13 times for a -1 yard. And they have some guys that can run the ball. Coming into this game, Heights had over 700 yards rushing on the season. He had also thrown for 639 yards. But so far tonight, bottled up by this stout Wapakoneta defense. Here is the quarterback, Rambin. He goes off the right side, and he's going to pick up 11 yards and a first down.
Excellent. Exactly how you want to start out the second half. Got a nice return. They got a first down. Nice play, little background action. Was able to get around the corner, get the first down. Guys, it's week 10. They should be excited. They're playing high school football.
12 yards on the carry by Rambin. 2 receivers for him to pick from here, 1 to each side. Heights behind him in the backfield in the shotgun. Heights will get the pitch. He goes to the near side of the field. He's going to be hit as he gets to midfield and stops short of the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play.
Dan, at halftime, we talked about, as a coach, what are you going to be able to say to a team that's down by, X amount of touchdowns? You know what? It really comes down to this. The seniors have invested, 3-4 years into the program. Underclassmen, respect the seniors. Right? Go out, play hard second half. Let's have some fun. You're still playing Friday night football. And just go out there and fly around.
2 receivers to each side. Heights gets the handoff, and he is shut down in the backfield. He'll be hit and dropped at the 49-yard line for a loss of a yard.
As a coach, you just hope frustration doesn't set in, that the team does continue to play full tilt, execute their plays, get the young guys some reps, build for the future. There's many things you could say that, what Shawnee has to do this half in order to say, even though there may not be a W in the victory column, but say, hey, you know what, we got better from tonight.
Well, and for Coach Owen, he's given these sophomores that are in his backfield an extended look. So he'll know what he's got coming back next year. Rambin escapes one would-be tackler in the backfield. He'll get up to midfield and pick up. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage at the Wapakoneta 49-yard line, but it'll bring up 4th down. A good effort there by Rambin. Here you see him. He was dead to rights right there, but able to escape.
Yeah, missed tackle is going to frustrate a defensive coordinator, but, to the young quarterback's credit, he's taking some shots tonight.
Rollins out there to punt it away. Gets the foot into it. It'll hit at the 21-yard line, and Metz will let it go. It'll roll out of bounds at about the 16. So that's got to be the worst starting field position for the Redskins here tonight. They have started 4 drives inside Indians territory, and even on the drives that they've started on their own side of the 50, they've had good field position. So,
well, after a 33-yard punt, let's see what kind of real estate Wapak can cover here. I'm sure right now the Shawnee defense was told at halftime, hey, we got to secure those holes, we got to gang tackle, we got to fly to the football, we got to slow down that offense.
Handoff to the left side. Huffman in there to start the second half as Cockrell takes the handoff. And he'll pick up a yard maybe.
Second and long situation. That's good for the defense.
Aaron Huffman, who is in that quarterback spot, took over late in the second quarter. He did a great job filling in for Cody Morgan in the last 2 ball games where Morgan was out with the injured thumb. And Huffman stepped right in and filled that role.
Well, when you're having to open up right and open up left and hand the ball to Metz or Schmergy, a quarterback position isn't too difficult. But you're right. I mean, he didn't just do that. He was able to control the game, had some nice passing, limited as Wapak style does. But anytime you can turn around and hand the ball off to a Schmergy or a Metz, your job's not too hard.
Right. Yeah, it always helps to have those guys behind you. Ball out to the 25-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a yard to go. First possession of the second half of the Redskins. Huffman will keep it himself, and he'll dive forward, picking up the first down to the 27-yard line.
Now, this is a classic Coach Fry offense here. When he took over the job at Wapakoneta, they were talking about, he was traditionally known for his wing tee. He said when he got over there with some better skill players, a decent quarterback, they were going to do some wing and fling, get a little more passing into the game, and they have in the past couple of seasons. But again, this year with backs like a Schmergy and the Metz, just ground and pound. All right, get 3 yards in a cloud of dust, get the first downs, control the time.
Not much there on the first down carry. And I believe that was Cockrell with the carry. It was. Back to the line of scrimmage, and he's shut down there. We may not see Schmergy or Metz the rest of the way as John Eaton checks back into the game.
No, they have enough depth on that Wapakoneta roster. There's probably no reason to keep your starters out there. Knowing that your season does not end at week 10, knowing that there's going to be a week 11.
Pitts lines up to the left at the wide receiver spot. Here's the handoff to Eaton. He goes off the left side across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. Nice gain on second down. Brings up a 3rd down and about 5.
It's great to see some of these young ball carriers in there. The guys that are going to be toting the rock here in the next few years for the Redskins.
Yeah, and Mike, you mentioned the playoff situation coming up there. Redskins looking forward to week 11, and we'll talk a little bit about who they could end up playing as we go along. Huffman rolling out to the right, looking for the corner. He's going to dive out of bounds on the far side of the field, and he'll be close to picking up another first down.
Yeah, Wapak with only 1 blemish in their loss column this year, as dropped from #1 position down to 3rd in the region. As of right now, if the playoffs would start with nothing changing, they're looking at a possible matchup with Dayton, Thurgood, Marshall, which I don't have much background on. I mean, sitting at a record of 5-3, but still making the playoffs, it tells you what kind of schedule they are playing. So they're obviously playing some tough competition.
Locke put the foot into that one. And Fulham thought about corralling that one, but let it go. It'll hit and be tagged down at about the 26.
There's a lot of excitement in the region as far as playoff teams in this area. Traditionally rich in playoff runs, whether it's from the WBL, the MAC, some of the other conferences in the area. We're definitely looking forward to Wapak making a deep run towards a state championship.
Well, we'll be along with them next week, wherever they end up playing at. Indians will have the ball after a 39-yard punt by Cameron Locke, and Rambin is going to be upended back at the 25-yard line, a loss of a couple on the play.
If Wapak does end up matching up with the Dayton team, usually finding a neutral site somewhere in between. It could very easily be a Piqua, a Sydney, someplace like that.
Piqua has a nice facility down there.
Excellent facility. Oh, that's right. It will be a home field. Top 4 teams get home field advantage.
Well, that'll make things easy for us.
That would be.
Man in motion across the backfield. Rambin under all kinds of pressure. Escapes up the middle of the field. He's got room across the 40, and he'll be finally wrestled down as he gets to the 46-yard line. Nice run there by the sophomore quarterback, Colin Rambin.
He's definitely...
Here you got another look at it. Escaping trouble again.
Oh, yeah. A nice comeback block, opens things up, and, you know, the sophomore quarterback showing some life.
Cody Rollins was that blocker that came in to open things up. Here's Rambin again with a nice spin move at the line of scrimmage, and he'll fall forward into Redskin territory to the 48. So a gain of about 5 after a 20-yard scamper by Rambin.
They basically matched their same offensive output as they did the entire first half on this drive.
Fulham will be wide to the near side. Man in motion across the backfield, handed off to Heights. And he is going to be pulled down from behind as he gets up to the 49-yard line. Not much there. Shane Lyon, I believe, in there on the tackle.
He's trying to get to the edge there, and nothing going, so he tries to cut back, and a good pursuit from the backside.
Four and a half minutes to play, third quarter. Rambin now with 8 carries and 44 yards on the night. He works out of the pistol formation. And he fires it out left side. Nice job by Kaplan to haul that one in. He'll get enough for the first down as he gets up across the 45 and down to the 43-yard line.
Well, Coach Owens got to be pleased with what he's seen so far this second half. I mean, he's got young guys out there on the field. They're not giving up. They're not rolling over.
Rambin again. Well, he has not had a play where he hasn't had a white jersey in his face, but he gets that one away. Fakes the handoff. He's got pressure again. This time he's pulled down for a loss back outside the 45 at the 46. Thomas Shaneline there to pull him down.
That name has definitely been called quite a few times. He's one of the tackle leaders for that Wapakoneta defense. He anchors down his end and is able to get good pressure. Wasn't pulled by any play action there at all.
Well, he has done a good job all season long of creating havoc in the backfield for opposing quarterbacks. Ramblin's pass over to the near side, thrown behind his intended receiver, Rollins, and incomplete.
Well, he's got good size along with his fellow defensive lineman up front there. You know, as well as linebackers there. You know, with Steinke and Schmerge and some of the other ones back there, they're not small on that defensive side at all.
Right. Third down and long here. Rambin with time. He will lob it out to the near side. It's caught by Fulham, and he will go out of bounds after making the reception at the 21-yard line. Well, that was close. We'll have to look at the replay on whether he had that ball before he went out of bounds or not, but the call on the field is a reception at the 21-yard line and a big third down conversion, their first of the night.
Outstanding pass here. Wapak only rushes 3 people, gives quarterback time to go ahead and set his feet one of the few times tonight. Sets his feet, delivers the pass.
And there's a great look at it. He got his foot in there at the 21 before taking the next step out of bounds. Fulham gets the handoff here, and he's stuffed in the backfield for a loss back outside the 25 at the 26-yard line.
Trying to keep that Wapak defense honest there as far as still respecting the run, but they're going to have to do some things with the pass tonight.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 14 after the loss on the first down play. Rambin down the near side again and overthrows his intended receiver Rollins in the end zone. Well, Mike, you talked about it, the halftime speech and what you'd say to these guys. They have not shown a lack of effort coming out here in the second half.
You know, they're showing that they're willing to play another 24 minutes of football here in the second half. Get the seniors, you know, which this could very well be majority of their last organized football. So, I mean, that's something they don't want to leave a bad taste in their mouth as far as the memory goes.
Rambin to the near sideline and into the end zone, incomplete, intended for Rollins. Well, they have tried that pass down the sideline. That's the 3rd time on this possession. And it looks like Rambin took a pop at the end of that play. 4th down and 14 coming up as Rambin slow to get up. Rambin now 6 of 19 passing on the night for just 68 yards.
Yeah, but those 13 incompletions aren't totally his fault. He's had plenty of pressure in his face, and that's not the last, you know, the first time he's had to pick himself up off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, he's not the biggest physical individual, you know, quarterback we've seen this year. But he's definitely a fighter. He's come out this second half and he's been able to move the ball down the field. Now Coach Owens is going to have to put in his backup quarterback.
That's Heights lining up at the quarterback spot. He is back to pass on a 4th down and 14. He's got all kinds of pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. Back outside the 35 at the 37-yard line. Shane Line in there to make the sack, and he had help from Isaac Kirby. And here you see Heights. Kirby making the initial contact there, and Shane Line there to help mop up.
Yep, cleaning up pretty good on that. I mean, as a quarterback, you want to be able to get through your progression, get through your reads, and when you can't even get back there and set your feet, and your defensive players are getting back there as quick as you are, there's no chance.
All right. Huffman in there at the quarterback spot. Will hand it off on the 1st down. And in to tote the ball that time is Dylan Kuhl.
It was still a very nice offensive drive for the Shawnee Indians. I mean, the best output they've had all night. Now it's back to the Wapaks. Let's see what they can do.
I screw Dylan's name up every week. It's Dylan Keel. So I just wanted to continue my streak. Here's Miracle off the right side. He's got room to run, picks up the 1st down, and he's going to be hit and dropped as he gets inside the 45 of the Indians down to the 43.
And keeps his feet churning and gets some extra yards there at the end after contact.
Here's another look at it.
Seeing the blockers out in front there, and the Shawnee Indians chasing from behind, but after they're able to pull him down, it's a gain of 19 yards.
Short gain.
Ball's handed off.
John Eaton with the carry there. Gain of 3.
Carried by John Eaton on the play.
So that puts the ball on the 41-yard line. And a 2nd down and 7 coming up. Cockrell off the right side. He's down to the 30-yard line. He picks up another Wapak 1st down on his way there.
They gotta like to see what this little kid is adding to him. He's a nice compliment. Young kid, runs the ball hard. Looks like he's decent size.
6'1", 175, Jared Cockrell.
Yeah, only a sophomore. 11-yard gain for the young man.
Here's the handoff to Keel. Off the left side, he's going to be stacked up in the backfield for a loss on the play of about 5 yards back to the 35.
Up front, the Wapakoneta was not able to get that end hooked, and good pressure from the defense was able to give Wapak one of their first loss of yards.
Brings up a 2nd down and 15. Huffman back to pass, rolls out to the right.
Oh my.
Going to keep it himself, and he'll move forward up about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage, so a 3rd down and 11 coming up. That will likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
The young sophomore missed one on that one. He had number 88 when the tight end running wide open down the field. But yeah, he's still able to gain some yards, so.
Well, we'll see what the Redskins will do in the final quarter of play of the 2013 season. They lead 49-0 as we head to the final frame. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Welcome back here for the final quarter of play of the 2013 regular season. Redskins in control here as Huffman back to pass, and that screen play broken up as he tried to get that one to Cockrell on a 3rd down and 11. So 4th down coming up for the Redskins.
Yeah, plenty of pressure on him that time. And you know, one thing in recent years, Shawnee has been known for their linebackers that they've been able to produce here. I mean, they've had some really good, big, large, mobile linebackers that's came out of Shawnee High School these last few years.
4th down and 11. Huffman is back to pass. He has all kinds of time. Now the pocket breaks down, and he's going to be dropped for a loss at the 35-yard line. Getting in there to make the play on him was number 75, Jason McCormick. 6'1", 270, the junior defensive lineman.
It's good to see that, as the Shawnee defense comes to the sidelines, there's still high fives, there's still some excitement going on. They're going to take every little victory that they can out of this game. And like I said, for the seniors, it's invested so much into the program. For the younger guys, they're going to have it turned over to them next year. And so let's get the Shawnee offense going and finish on a positive note.
Ramming out of the shotgun. We'll pitch it to Heights, going to the right side. He makes a cut up the middle of the field and get across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Nice to see Rambin back in the game. He left during that last drive. Heights took over for one play. But Rambin back in there.
Like I said, he's been a big part of the offense tonight. He's definitely going to need some ice after this game.
Ooh, he's been harassed all night long. Jones in motion across the backfield. He'll take the handoff. He goes to the right side, has some room to run across midfield, and he'll be knocked off his feet as he gets inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
That was a very well executed play right there. Typically you've seen a lot of jet sweep action in the past few years with Shawnee. Well blocked, got around the corner, positive gain, 1st down.
Good job on the exchange there as Jones goes for 14. 1st down and 10. Here's Heights off the left side. Griffin Heights still on his feet as he gets to the 35, and he'll get knocked forward to the 33-yard line. Another nice carry and another 1st down for Shawnee.
It'd be interesting to know more about that Heights. Going from a quarterback to a tailback position, being unselfish, helping the team out, trying to do the most, as a young guy.
Heights will get his 15th carry. Now he throws it down the right sideline, and that one is broken up, incomplete. I believe that was good over there to make the play.
Little trickery a day after October 31st, trick or treat night. But Wapak was not biting on that. Good defense, and the double pass was not going to be any good for them.
Our stat guy is on top of everything. A.J. Lisi does not miss a beat. Trick or treat was not last night in Wapak. It's been postponed until tomorrow night.
That's right, November 2nd. Trick or treat. I think most of the local communities did postpone their trick or treats.
Not Delphus. Not Delphus. I was out in the rain, walking a little ninja around, collecting candy.
There you go.
But he brought home 7 pounds of candy.
7
Ridiculous.
pounds.
I think there's about 2 pounds left today.
And you had, what, 4.5 pounds?
Kids got to go to bed,
Yeah. We got to test to make sure it's safe for,
right?
for the little kids.
Yep, that's right.
Well, I'll be walking around a little cat girl tomorrow as my little 4-year-old goes out in New Knoxville.
Well, there you go. Now you be dressing up while you walk around?
I'm as good as it gets. I don't need to dress up.
Fourth down for Shawnee and a 4th and 2. Heights will go off the right side, and it looks like he may have picked up that first down. And he does. So Shawnee will pick up their 10th first down of the night. Well, they were 2 of 12 on 3rd down tonight, Mike. And that is their first 4th down conversion. They were now 1 of 2 on 4th down. Rambin back to pass. He rolls out to the right. He's going to run it. He's got another first down as he'll go out of bounds inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line.
The regular season goes so fast as it is. The difference between these two teams is, coming either this weekend or next week. Shawnee's going to be turning in their equipment, getting the check in, getting ready for their fall sports banquet, whatever it may be. And Wapak, on the other hand, is going to get prepped for Week 11 playoff against whoever they may match up with. It's definitely two different types of feelings tonight.
Right. Ramgan out of the shotgun after an 11-yard carry. He'll hand it off and a short gain off the left side. I think that was Heights, and it was with the carry. Looked like he lost his footing maybe as he got to the line of scrimmage, not able to make that cut, and he goes down.
The coaching staffs, again, Wapak's coaching staff will be breaking film down, whereas for Shawnee, they start evaluating already for next year. They're taking a look at their young guys tonight, and then they're going to have some room for improvement, obviously, but they're going to get a good look at these guys and get ready for next season.
Rambin rolls out to the near side, fires it into the end zone, and it is incomplete. I believe he was looking for Fulham in the back of the end zone, but not able to connect with him. The pace of that play picked up, it seems like, Mike, because that place, they've run that more than once, and it seemed like that one developed a lot more quickly than they've been able to do it so far in this game.
Well, to put a finger on why that's happening, whether it's the substitutions on the defensive side for Wapak, that they're not interfering, interrupting with things as much. But yeah, right now it seems like there is a little bit more momentum, smoothness, I guess, to the Shawnee offense. And I don't know if this is the 12th, 13th play of the drive already.
This is number 11, yeah.
11.
This is the second extended drive that Shawnee's been able to put together. Rambin rolls out to the near side. He's got some room, and he throws it. It goes off the hands of his intended receiver, Fulham, at the 2-yard line, incomplete. And And that's going to show up as an incomplete pass for Rambin, but he put it right where he wanted it to be.
You know, yeah, again, I mean, he's had pressure, he's had some drops, but, you know, for a sophomore, they got something they can look forward to, I think, for the next couple of years. I mean, he looks like he's comfortable in that quarterback position. You know, he's rolling out here to his left. You know, he puts a nice fire on it. And, again, that should have been probably caught for 6, but...
Well, and for Fulham's part, obviously he wanted to get that ball because he had a touchdown in his hands. Ramon's got pressure this time, lobs it over the middle of the field, and it is batted away. I believe Ethan Good on the coverage there, but a flag comes down. He was trying to hook up with Brady Crea at the goal line, and an interference call against the Redskins. Tight coverage down there.
Right. You know, again, as a defender, you know, you're trying not to let 6 points go. You know, he's setting up nice, gets the ball off, and you know what? It's a tough call. You can't see that backhand, see if it's wrapped around the waist, but it wasn't bad defense overall.
Right. Well, that penalty will make it a 4th down. And a timeout going to be taken here by Shawnee with 7:25 left in our game. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Combine internet, telephone, and cable, and what do you get? Big savings. That's right. With TSC's bundling package, Emerge, you can combine your high-speed internet, telephone, and cable and save lots of money. Watch the convenience emerge, watch the great service emerge, and watch your savings emerge. So call today and bundle all of your services with the local company you know and trust, TSC.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Welcome to TSC Touchdown Friday, brought to you by TSC. GA Windsor. Owen Kitchen and Bath. Frost Roofing. And by the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Touchdown here tonight as Rambin able to complete the pass to Heights, who went off the left side and got into the end zone. A 5-yard completion to get Shawnee on the board.
That's great to see. You call a timeout, you get something called in, dialed up that the kids are comfortable with, that you know they can execute, and it works like clockwork. They get in the end zone, get on the scoreboard.
Well, and that was a 4th down conversion there, so Bianco puts it up, and it is good. The Shawnee Indians convert 2 4th downs on that possession and get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Redskins in command. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Well, the student body's still getting rowdy here at Shawnee High School.
Got Captain America located right there in front. You know what? That's great to see these young kids out here supporting their Indians as they just try to get out of the rest of the season and have some fun.
Right? I saw Charlie Brown and Linus here earlier, but I guess they must have taken off.
My best costume's going to have to go with Gumby down there.
Shawnee Indians on that last possession put together a 12-play, 65-yard drive, covering 4 minutes and 18 seconds, and culminated with a 5-yard touchdown pass from Rambin to Heights.
Hey, not much wind in the air tonight, but that ball definitely carried itself into the end zone. So the Wapak Redskins will get the ball on their own 20-yard line, and we'll see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, Bianco put a foot into that one. He's done a pretty good job kicking the ball. Yeah, there is a construction crew down there, isn't there? We got, I don't see the other members of the village people here, though.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, sure is. I do see Thor in that group. I think that's Thor right there.
Well, in every crowd, there should be a few superheroes.
Second down and 7 coming up. We should thank all the guys that do the work on our crew here. We've got some dedicated camera guys and replay technicians, our director. All those guys do a lot of work before we even get here. Here's the handoff. And off the left side, a couple of yards there for the Redskins. Jim and Josh Miller, those two guys are always here handling cameras. Devontae Robinson has done some work for us on the cameras as well. Donovan Price here tonight, helping out on the cameras. Adam Dell swoops in from Columbus to run things down there in the truck. Pressure coming and a sack in the backfield. As down goes Copeland. He is in there for his first series at the quarterback spot for the Redskins. He's a freshman. And there you see Copeland falling under the pressure there. Our technical director is Tony Perro, and our director is Todd Utrup. AJ Lisi keeps track of our stats for us and generally keeps the booth in line. Flags down as the kick return goes back to about the 40-yard line. Zach Purcell on the return. And a penalty will go against the Indians, so they'll be backed up onto their own side of the field. Still great field position to start this possession, and they've put together some pretty strong drives. Their last 2 drives have been double-digit plays. So we'll see what they're able to do with this possession.
We're going to see a lot of new faces on both sides of the ball here for both teams. It looks like still got some of the starters for Shawnee out there.
Rambin and Heights still in the backfield. Rambin brings it over to the near side. He's got pressure, but he's going to carry it himself out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play.
let's not forget, Raymond and Heights are both sophomores. I mean, there's a lot they can build off of these two young guys. A nice 1-2 punch in quarterback, tailback position.
I think the key, Mike, for them offensively, well, besides the progression of those two guys, is Jones takes this one off to the right side, and he's got positive yards, close to a first down as he gets into Redskin territory to the 47-yard line, is how well they'll be able to replace those 4 seniors on that offensive line. Because those are some experienced guys. They've got 1 junior coming back up front,
right.
But those are guys that, as fans in Wapak know all too well, those are critical if you want to run this style of offense. Here's the handoff to Fulham, and he's going to be shut down for a loss of a couple back to midfield.
Size-wise, they have quite a few 200-pounders on their team. Number-wise, they're about where they need to be. Changing of the guard, new head coach and everything. I mean, they really have some things they can build off of.
Pass out to the near side, caught by Rowland, who tried to go over the top. He is stopped short of the first down marker. He'll come up about a yard short, and it should be 3rd down coming up here. Well, Coach Owen, he knows a little bit about the offensive line. He's a 1993 graduate of Shawnee High School. He spent a lot of time as his assistant coach here, as this one is overthrown down the left side. And he also played up at Bluffton University on the offensive line after he graduated here. So,
yeah, he's definitely going to have his eyes on this offense. And like I said, we're replacing the O-line, being the former O-lineman himself. He's going to definitely have some guys in the waiting, groom some guys that will be ready for next year.
Heights with a carry on 4th and 2. He's going to pick up the first down as he gets inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. And another 4th down conversion for the Shawnee Indians, their 3rd of the night.
At 6 foot 170, he's a physical kid, and I do mean kid. As a sophomore, he's got 2 more years of physical maturity, off-season weight room work. You know what? He's going to have some fun in the WBL here in the next few years.
Redskins call a timeout as they had some substitution issues there. We'll come back. We're 1st down and 10 for the Shawnee Indians here in the 4th quarter. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
This is man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. You'll never miss a second of your favorite program again because you can pause a show in one room and play it back in another, even while you're recording it. You watch different shows at the same time and pause, fast forward, and rewind from any set. You can even pause live TV. Man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. Just maybe not woman's greatest invention.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
4th quarter here in the final game, final regular season game of the 2013 season for the Redskins. They have been in control of this one all night long, and sack here on a 1st down will push the Indians back. Redskins have not scored here in this second half, Mike, but they haven't needed to. They were in control all through the first half. Rambin overthrows a wide open Jones on the near sideline.
That was a miscue in the secondary of the Wapak defense there that left the Shawnee receiver wide open, but the connection couldn't be made.
Rambin, who has been under extreme duress all night long in the backfield as the Redskins have been on him, is now 8 of 26 throwing the ball. He's had 3 interceptions and has 1 touchdown pass to go along with 84 yards. He's under pressure here. He'll run it himself. And he's going to pick up a 1st down as he goes off the left side of the 20-yard line. He lowered the shoulder there at the end of that run.
You know, I know it's some substitution out there on the defense, but just his character overall this second half. You look, he gets back, goes through his progression, gets his read, doesn't see anything there, takes off, gets positive yards, like you mentioned, drops his shoulder and gets the first down.
He fires out to the right side and completes that one inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
You know,
so about 6 yards on that completion. Excuse me.
He looks like he's making the quicker decisions. He's putting a little more zip on the ball. Those early interceptions looks like they were being lobbed.
He fires it out to the right side. I think his intended receiver, Brady Correa, slipped over there as he was coming back for that ball.
Yeah, he looked over that way, and there was nobody there. But like I said, he had slipped, popped back up, and the ball was already passed.
Rambin rolls out to the near side. He tucks it. He's got it inside the 10 to the 5, and he'll go down to the 2-yard line. Another nice run for Rambin. He looks like a kid that, like you said, he's a sophomore, that over the next couple of years, if he continues to progress, he can be doing this against first-team defenses. Hand off to Heights. He will find the end zone for the second time tonight.
Well, good for the Shawnee Indians. Like I said, it looks as if, the right things were said at halftime. Something sparked those two young guys, and they've been able to help the Shawnee offense find the end zone twice now.
Bianco will be out to attempt the extra point. Long delay there before the extra point attempt, and then it's blocked. So the Redskins got in there to knock that one down. So the two-point conversion, the extra point no good, and with 2:54 left in this one, the Redskins with a 49-13 lead. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Who do I call?
Since 1946, home and business owners have trusted Frost Roofing to help make the best roofing decision for their home building and budget.
Do you guarantee your work?
With an industry-leading 50-year labor and materials guarantee on select CertainTeed shingles, Frost Roofing has you covered.
So, what if I decide to move?
Frost will transfer this incredible warranty to the new owners, increasing the value of your home.
Church, home, or business, Frost Roofing offers you the comfort of knowing your roofing system is guaranteed by a professional roofing contractor.
Back here for the final 2:54 of this ball game. The Indians getting into the end zone for the second time tonight. A 13-play, 57-yard drive. That ate up 2 minutes and 32 seconds. They kick it away, and the Redskins with the return. And I believe that's Lottridge out to the 29-yard line. Rambin on the night, 16 carries for 87 yards, so he has had a much better second half. As you see, Captain America, who made an appearance earlier. That is a pretty sharp costume.
Been a pretty clean game on both sides. No, not too many penalties at all. Right now, you're just looking to get out of the last 3 minutes of the game. No injuries, keep everybody healthy, and just, like I said, just have some fun. It's Friday night football.
Copeland will bring him to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the ball may have come loose down there. He got hit almost immediately after the snap. Got spun around, and we'll see who comes out of there with the ball. Looks like the Redskins will maintain it. was number 52 for the Redskins. It's Andrew Loudon, junior, that came out of there with the ball. So 2 minutes left in our ball game tonight. And the Redskins will likely be back home next Friday night to host a playoff game. We'll have that game for you. Cockrell with the carry up the middle to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, there's going to have to be a lot of shaking up going on for them to drop below the 4th spot in the region, for them not to host a first-round playoff game.
Well, and Coach Fry has to be impressed with the effort of this team. They've rattled off 7 straight wins now. This one will be official here in a few seconds.
You know, they survived some injuries along the way. They seem like they're clicking. And that's exactly where you want to be when you get ready to go to the dance.
Right. They had 7 straight wins coming into tonight, so this would be their 8th straight win. And that, you know, that goes back to that loss to Kenton.
And that's who's sitting at the top of the WBL right now with no losses. And unfortunately, with that one loss, that puts Wapakoneta at number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to share the title, whether that's a conference or state title. You want a share of it, but you know, you mark the goals off as you can.
Copeland with a nice run over on the far side. He'll pick up the first down, a little bit extra. Copeland, a freshman.
Some nice open field, open traffic maneuvering there, and gets him down there for the first down.
They'll spot that ball to the 46-yard line. 18 yards on the carry for Copeland.
Kenton's another team in the area that's going to be making the playoff run this year, or at least an appearance.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were looking at the overall statistics for the conference, and Kenton with 79 penalties on the season. That's like 22 more than the next closest team in this league. They've been penalized for close to 800 yards on the year.
You know, their reputation has always been to be a physical team, and I guess they're not letting that go down this year with them getting almost a total of 80 penalties already this year.
Marcus South with the carry off to the right side.
Coach Fry just takes a little ice Gatorade, probably ice water bath there on the sidelines as some of his players doused them with the Gatorade bucket.
Well, another outstanding performance by the Wapakoneta Redskins here tonight in Shawnee. They knock off the Indians by a final score of 49-13. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You're watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Back here at Shawnee High School, where the Wapakoneta Redskins come into town and knock off the Indians by a final score of 49-13. And Mike, we talked about this throughout the second half. The Redskins did not score in the second half. In fact, they only held the ball for 10 minutes in the second half. So that shows you just how dominant of a first half they put together.
Well, we knew that they were a ball control type of offense. We knew that they had the potential of quick strike ability, big play ability, but we didn't expect this right away.
Yeah, and they got it started on the very first play of this ball game, a 95-yard kickoff return by Cameron Locke. And from there, the Redskins were just looking in the rearview mirror at the Indians the rest of the way. Keaton Metz, 3 touchdowns tonight. He ran the ball 3 times for 57 yards, caught a 30-yard touchdown pass, so he gets in the end zone 4 times tonight in the first half. Zach Schmerge will finish the season as the leading rusher in the WBL. 8 carries tonight for 122 yards. Cockrell had 10 carries for 66 yards in the second half as well. The Wapakoneta offense, 53 plays for 55 yards as you take a look at Cameron Locke going the distance at the beginning. For 355 yards. Did I say 55 yards? They had 355 yards. And then Shawnee was 68 plays offensively for 203 yards. The majority of that yardage coming in the second half. So the Redskins with an excellent tune-up opportunity for their Week 11 matchup.
Yeah, if I'm these two coaches tonight, I'm telling the Redskins, if I'm Coach Fry, great team victory. That's the way they come out, attack your opponent right away, put them down early, and stay consistent, run the clock out, and get the W. On the opposite side of that, Coach Owens is going in there and telling them, hey, you guys did not give up in the second half. You guys had a great performance in the second half. We're going to take that. We're going right into the offseason and right into the next year. We're thanking the seniors for working hard. And you know what? It's Week 10 of Friday Night Football.
Well, Mike, thanks a lot for joining us here tonight. Nice job as always. Want to thank all the camera guys, directors, and producers that helped us put it together tonight, and A.J. Lisi, our stats guy as well. And thank all of you for joining us. Again, the final score here tonight, it was the Redskins 49 and the Indians 13. For Mike Reams, I'm Dan Hirn. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You've been watching high school football on Game Face Ohio.